Good evening to everyone.
Good evening, sir.
We are welcome to all the participants and our guest with us, Dr. Shahzad Anwar from Lahore and Dr. Tilak Kalra from the Australia and other doctors from the 35 doctors we have joined. We welcome you all. This is our sixth webinar on acupuncture development. And today our special topic for the diagnosis of diseases according to the TCM, traditional Chinese way of treatment. That is our main system. We diagnose how we can diagnose by the pulse and tongue and ear. So now I request to Dr. Chetna, please welcome Dr. Shahzad Anwar.
Good evening, delegates. It's my pleasure to welcome you all for sixth webinar organized by Dr. Inderjeet Singh, Director of Dr. D.N. Kotnis Hospital, Ludhiana. It's my honor to introduce you all with the international speaker, Dr. Shahzad Anwar, to whom I met in Delhi in 2016 during the conference and really impressed by his knowledge in acupuncture and TCM. Dr. Shahzad Anwar is an international spine and a pain medicine physician and a medical acupuncturist with over 20-year experience in the field of pain management, regenerative medicine, and a medical acupuncture. Dr. Shahzad graduated from Alma Iqbal Medical College, Lahore in 1995. He started his medical career as a physician and a medical acupuncturist in 1998 after his post-graduation training from a Beijing University of TCM. He is among of a few Pakistani doctors who have been trained at the Harvard Medical School, USA in a field of a pain medicine. He did his master's in pain medicine from Cardiff University, UK, and also from Rifa International University, Islamabad, Pakistan. He has done fellowship in international pain medicine from a Pain School International, Hungary, fellowship in intervention pain practice, and fellowship in endoscopic spine surgery from Turkey. He is a diplomat and a member American Academy and a board of a regenerative medicine. Dr. Shahzad is a founding president of a Society for International Pain Medicine, Pakistan. He runs his own hospital, Iftat Anwar Medical Complex, with the branches in Johor Town and DHA Lahore. He is working as a head of department pain medicine rehab at the Central Park Medical College, Lahore, and a department of a pain medicine University of Lahore Medical College, Lahore. He is actively engaged with the research, teaching, and a training of a young doctors in a field of a pain medicine, regenerative medicine, and a medical acupuncture. He is a faculty member of various institutions: World Institution of Pain, USA, Pain School International, Hungary, World Academy of Endoscopic Spine Surgery, Turkey, and University of Lahore, Pakistan, Rifaha International University, Pakistan. It's our pleasure to listen to his knowledge and he will share his knowledge and regarding the TCM with all of you. Now I would like to Dr. Shahzad Anwar to please take over the charge.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Chetna. Thank you so very much, Dr. Inderjeet Singh. And thank you all for joining this session. I hope we all will learn from each other. Please enable my screen sharing so I can share my slides. Everyone can see my screen?
Yes, it's visible, sir.
Right. Thank you so very much. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, in the name of Allah Almighty, the most merciful, the most gracious. Today we'll be discussing diagnostics in traditional Chinese medicine or acupuncture. Basically, diagnosis is the key to treat a patient successfully. If we can't diagnose a patient, we will not have an appropriate treatment plan and will not benefit the patient. So Chinese medicine has provided us with a comprehensive mechanism of diagnosis. And like every other treatment modality we have, like Western medicine, Ayurveda, or Eastern medicine, or any other medicine. So the basic thing is good history taking. I will not discuss that in detail because we will focus on pulse, tongue, and auricular diagnosis. But some brief points about history is always focus on the complaint which brings the patient to you. आपको जो कुछ और नजर आ रहा है आपको एज ए क्लिनिशियन एज ए फिजिशियन आप डेफिनेटली उसको अपने नोट्स में रखें बट द की इज that particular complaint which brings the patient to you. If a patient comes to you with acute headache or back pain or any pain and patient is diabetic, patient is hypertensive, he's not concerned with those. If we'll treat appropriately his diabetes or blood pressure, I'm just giving the example. So if the point is we have to focus and plan our treatment according to the patient's symptoms. And acupuncture is such a beautiful and holistic treatment that it does not only treat at the physical level, it also helps on the psychological level, emotional level, and so it treats the patient on a human being, not like the Western medicine that for diabetes we are only giving either insulin or oral hypoglycemics or antihypertensive. No, we treat the human being, not just the part of the person. And now coming to the topic, pulse, tongue, and auricular diagnosis, we'll start with the pulse diagnosis. This is how the position of the hand should be. A soft, gentle cushion should be under the wrist, and our three fingers, this is the index finger, this is the middle finger, and this is the ring finger. This is how we should place, and you can see that if this is the styloid process where my middle finger is. This is the styloid process, and my middle finger should be on the styloid process, then my index finger, and then all these three fingers, right? This is the styloid process of the radius. This is where our middle finger should be, and then these are the three positions. So keep this in mind. If you can copy that, that will help you. Okay, आप इसी तरह तीनों fingers को रखें और pulse feel करें. Can you feel your pulse at all these three positions? Right? So this is how we start. Then I said three positions. The first position is where our index finger, that is adjacent to the base of the thumb. This is called the chun or inch position. Then where we put our middle finger opposite to the styloid process, that is the guan or bar or second position. So we'll keep it simple. The first position is where our index finger is. Second position is where our middle finger is, and the third position is which is more proximal towards the elbow, that is our third position or chi. So chun, gavan, and chi. These are the three positions. And we, at each of these positions, indicate different organs and their functions and their pathology or disease on both hands. If we talk of the left wrist, or if we are taking the pulse on the left hand or the left wrist of the patient, the Chun position, or the most distal position, distal means which is nearer to the hand and away from the shoulder or elbow, that will indicate on the left side heart and small intestine, right? And we know that both are the Fu organs. So here at this position, pulse should be superficial, right? As we place our finger on all these three positions, we should, if in a normal healthy person, we should feel a more sound pulse, a more heavy pulse on this position, because this represents heart, which is pumping, right? And small intestine is the the Zhang organ is heart. So this is where, and this also what the pulse is actually. Pulse is the direct indicator of the heart function. If heart is functioning normally, we'll have a regular pulse. I will come to that in detail later on. Then the middle position on the left side, we are talking of the left wrist. The middle position, the guan is liver and gallbladder, right? And from next month onwards, from February, mid, March, April, when we have spring here, you will feel that is the where external wind is so much, and that affects the heart. We all know that exogenous wind that affects heart. और वो जो कहते हैं ना कि ये शायरों का मौसम होता है, that is where you get most of the patient जो vulnerable हैं, they come up with depression, emotional upset, all those things. So keep one more thing in mind, that this is the time around mid-February to start of March. If you give couple of sessions prophylactically, giving points like liver 3, liver 8, and then you can tonify earth element along with this, especially RAN 6, because whenever the weather changes, whether it's going from low energy weather like winter we have to high energy weather, or from high energy weather to low energy weather, गर्मी से सर्दी की तरफ जाए या सर्दी की तरफ से गर्मी की तरफ जाए, तो क्या होता है कि जो बॉडी का इम्यून सिस्टम है, जो हमारी वेट चीज है, वो कंप्रोमाइज करती है, और हम वी आर मोर प्रोन टू गेट सीजनल डिजीजेस. So for that, whenever the weather is changing, so the spring is coming, it will affect liver. So if we regulate liver and tonify liver blood using liver 3 and liver 8, that will help in nourishing the liver as well as help spread its normal chi. Then the third position is kidney and urinary bladder, right? So on the left wrist, we'll have first position is for heart and small intestine, then liver, gallbladder, and kidney and urinary bladder. I'm clear with this, sir? Then we come to the right wrist. Again, we'll put like this, put our middle finger on the styloid process, then our index finger and the wrist finger, ring finger. So this position is for lung and large intestine. You can see this, the first position. The middle is for spleen and stomach, and the third one is pericardium and Sangio or triple heater. Right? So 6 positions, and we'll evaluate all the vital organs. 6 Zhang, 6 Fu organs. If there is any question, you can ask me anytime. Then description of a healthy normal pulse, right? Before going for the pathology, the first thing we need to know is what a normal or healthy pulse is. The pulse should be felt in all 9 positions. 9 positions kya hain? On each side, right? So this is according to depth. 9 positions means that 3 positions, Chun, Guan, and Chi. Along with this, when we place hands superficially, then middle level, and then the deep level. So this makes it 9 positions. So we'll see if we can feel the pulse superficially, then exert moderate pressure and feel you can feel the pulse now, and then the deep, right? We'll discuss how we can diagnose from these 3 positions at all 3 positions. So 9 positions. So 3 basic positions, Chun, Gawan, and Chi, and then 3 positions as you put your fingers superficially, then with some pressure, and then with deep pressure. So it should be palpable on all 9 positions. Then the quality of pulse should have spirit. What is spirit? Spirit is the force that keeps us moving. That is the life. So it should be a lively pulse. It should not collapse. ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि आप उसको प्रेस करें तो वो धीमी हो जाए या वो कोलैप्स कर जाए. So और ना ही ये बहुत ज़्यादा हार्ड फीलिंग होनी चाहिए, right? So it should be full of spirit. लाइक कि अगर आपने थोड़ा प्रेशर दिया है तो भी फील हो, मिडल पे भी और डीप में, और सेकेंडली इट शुडंट बी हार्ड और इसको डिसअपीयर या कोलैप्स नहीं होना चाहिए. और जो इसका एवरेज रिदम है दैट इज 60 to 90 बीट्स. देयर आर फ्यू एक्सेप्शंस के जो सुपर फिट एथलीट्स होते हैं, दे हैव देयर हार्ट रेट्स इन 50s एंड इवन 40s. हेल्दी पीपल, इसी तरह कुछ लोग कंजेनिटली दे हैव 95 to 100 बीट्स पर मिनट. तो सो जनरलाइजिंग इट 60 to 90 for 90% of the population, but for super athletes, super fit people, it can go below 60, and for some other people with congenital predisposition can have more than 90 beats per minute. Right now, there are different factors which influence the pulse. Most important factor is the age. Right? The strength and quality of the pulse will decline as the person ages. Right? What happens? When a child is born, his average heart rate is over 100, 110. Right? So more the heart rate, more forceful, and smaller the limbs. Smaller is the difference from the heart, and blood vessels are soft. Everything is so excellent quality. As the aging goes on, people go into congestive cardiac failure, heart weakness, chi diminishes, heart yang deficiency, then thickening of the blood vessels. All these factors will influence the quality of pulse. Then gender. Generally, it's said that men are generally stronger on the left and women are generally stronger on the right. Right? It's not a rule of thumb, but generally it's said. Then seasonal influence, as I said, spring, which is the coming weather here in India, Pakistan, that will have more wiry pulse. Wiry pulse means if you hold a wire, which is a threaded wire, in your fingers and you pull it, that wiry feeling, rotating feeling, that ups and downs, that is the wiry pulse. And if any one of us is having some depression or some liver condition, if they can feel, they will have a feeling of that somebody is pulling a wire below that middle finger, right? Then in summer, we all know it's a high energy weather, heat, it's yang, a lot of sun, again light is yang, will have stronger pulse. In winter, like these days, little sun, fog, all those things will have deeper pulse. So point of clearing this is that if a person of 70 or aged come to you and you find that its vessels are hard and all those, that doesn't mean that it's normal, but you don't have to focus on that. You have to focus on the physiology of the functions, right? And then the seasonal influence, generally we can find more wiry pulse in most of the people because of the weather effect. In summer we'll have stronger pulse, in winter we'll have deeper pulse. So in summary, we get a stronger pulse. That doesn't mean yang excess. And similarly, in winter, when the pulse is deep, this doesn't mean the yang deficiency. It's the generalized effect of the yang deficiency in the macrocosmos, which affects the microcosmos. Now, the pathology. If we know these four basic things, floating, sinking, slow, and rapid, it's very complex. Honest that it took me years to understand pulse, and it's never easy. Still, we make mistakes. But the four most important points to know are: we should know what a floating pulse is, what a sinking pulse is, what a slow pulse is, and what a rapid pulse is. If once we can understand these, then rest will follow. So initially, with today's lecture, if we could know what a floating pulse is, what a sinking pulse is, what a slow pulse is, and what a rapid pulse is, that is more than justified. Right? Types of pulses. If a person is healthy, will have a healthy or balanced pulse. Like I said, that it will be, beats would be somewhere around 60 to 90, regular. We will feel that on all the 9 positions. So that is a healthy pulse. Then floating and sinking. Floating and sinking means that we put the hand and we feel the pulse. When we press, it disappears or it becomes weak. This is a floating pulse. Sinking means that when we press further, it disappears. ये sink कर जाती है. ठीक है ना? That is the sinking pulse. We'll discuss कि किन pathology से ये relate करती हैं in coming slides. Then rapid means more than 90 or more than 100 beats per minute is rapid, and less than 60 beats per minute is a slow pulse. Then we need to know what big and small is, long and short, slippery, choppy, and knotted. So I will share this lecture and slides with you. So we'll classify the pathological pulse first by depth. Floating means superficial. That means it can be easily felt at superficial level. It's not as significant as you feel deep. जैसे मैंने अभी कहा कि आप सुपरफिशियली फील करते हैं तो आपको बहुत अच्छी, बहुत साउंड पल्स फील होती है. आप थोड़ा सा इसको प्रेस करते हैं तो ये फीबल या वीक हो जाती है, राइट? और इसके साथ अगर कुछ और ये दिस इज ऑलवेज सेकेंडरी टू एक्सटर्नल पैथोजन, राइट? एक्सटर्नल कंडीशन की वजह से या एक्सटर्नल पैथोजेनिक फैक्टर्स जो हैं, वी ऑल नो कि एक्सटर्नल पैथोजेनिक फैक्टर्स क्या हैं? हीट, कोल्ड, डैम्पनेस, ड्राइनेस, समर हीट, फायर, ऑल दो जो एक्सोजीनस फैक्टर्स हैं, राइट? और अगर ये फ्लोट कर रही है प्लस एम्प्टी, एम्प्टी मीन्स के व्हेन यू प्रेस डीप यू डोंट फील एनीथिंग, इट्स एम्प्टी, राइट? जस्ट सुपरफिशियली फील होगी और आपको एम्प्टी मीन्स व्हेन यू प्रेस डीप इट गोज, आपको नीचे कुछ भी फील नहीं होता. देन दिस इज बिकॉज ऑफ यिन एंड स्पेशली ब्लड डेफिशिएंसी, राइट? कि पल्स आती क्यों? जब हम हार्ट जो है वो
कुछ बढ़िया मिल रहा है
पंप करता है तो वो क्या कर रहा है? वो आपका जो ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड है जो पल्मोनरी वेसल्स लेके आ रही हैं उसको वो बॉडी में भेजता है. जब वो पंप करता है तो ब्लड जब फ्लो करता है और फिर जब वो दोबारा डायलेट करते हैं वेंट्रिकल्स, तो वो जो डेप्थ आती है वो वेंट्रिकल्स की डायलेटेशन की वजह से आती है. और जब वो आपको पल्स या उसका उभार आता है तो वो उसकी कॉन्ट्रैक्शन की वजह से आता है. सो अगर ब्लड डेफिशिएंसी है तो आपको वो तो फील होगी, लेकिन अगर ब्लड का वॉल्यूम कम है, डेफिशिएंसी है, यिन डेफिशिएंसी है, तो वो एम्प्टी हो जाएगी व्हेन यू प्रेस डीप. देन इफ इट इज रैपिड के सुपरफिशियल भी है और इसके साथ साथ बीट्स जो हैं वो 90 से ज्यादा हैं, तो दैट शोज विंड हीट। और अगर उसके साथ साथ ये टाइट है या स्लो है, दैट मीन्स के लेस देन 60 बीट्स पर सेकेंड, देन इट इंडिकेट्स विंड कोल्ड। We'll wait for a minute or so. Azan हो रही है, just for a minute or so, please. Thank you for bearing with me. So अभी हमने डिस्कस किया है so far floating या superficial pulse, easily felt at the superficial level, but it's weak or not significant if we feel at a deeper level. अगर ये superficial है, इसके साथ empty है, that means कि हम नीचे जाते हैं तो disappear होती है, तो this indicates gene deficiency है या blood deficiency है, right? अगर रैपिड है और सुपरफिशियल है तो देन इट्स विंड हीट। अगर रैपिड है और सुपरफिशियल है, सॉरी, इफ इट्स टाइट या स्लो है तो इट्स विंड कोल्ड। क्लियर हो गया जी फ्लोटिंग का। देन सिंकिंग या डीप पल्स। सिंकिंग या डीप पल्स मींस दिस इज नॉट फेल्ट एट द सुपरफिशियल लेवल, वी हैव टू प्रेस डीपर टू फील दिस। ठीक है, एक तो नॉर्मली अगर हम ये बात करें एट द एंड ऑफ द डे, जब आप पूरा दिन काम करके थके हुए हैं और बिस्तर पे लेटने लगते हैं या लेटने के बाद व्हेन यू फील योर नेचुरली जो आपकी पल्स है वो सिंकिंग होगी या डीप होगी, एज कंपेयर टू जब आप अर्ली मॉर्निंग या डे टाइम में व्हेन यू आर वर्किंग वॉकिंग अराउंड तो उस टाइम वो सुपरफिशियल होगी। लेकिन अ नॉर्मल पल्स will be felt at all the 9 levels. This is important. ठीक है, कि उसमें वेरी करेगा लेकिन ये नहीं होगा कि जी वो हमें फील ही ना हो, सुपरफिशियली कम होगा। बट सो ये नॉर्मल जो डायर्नल वेरिएशंस हैं, जो सीजनल वेरिएशंस हैं, वी हैव टू कीप ऑल दिस इन माइंड। देन जो सिंकिंग या डीप पल्स है ये इंडिकेट करती है एन इंटीरियर कंडीशन और ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन, राइट। इंटीरियर कंडीशंस क्या है कि जब दो रीजन से हो सकती हैं इंटीरियर कंडीशंस। वन इज कि जो आपके एंडोजीनस फैक्टर्स हैं, जो आपके इमोशंस हैं, वो जब आउट ऑफ बैलेंस हो और आपके विस्ट्रा को डैमेज करें, देन इट कैन बी एन इंटीरियर कंडीशन वन। सेकेंड इज कि जब आपके एक्सोजीनस पैथोजेनिक फैक्टर्स हैं वो अप्रोप्रिएटली ट्रीट ना हो और वो सुपरफिशियल से डीप पेनिट्रेट कर जाएं और आपके विसरल फंक्शंस को डैमेज करें, तो देन इट बिकम्स इंटीरियर डिजीज और इंटीरियर सिंड्रोम। सो एक तो एक्सोजीनस सिंड्रोम है जिसमें प्योरली आपके जो एक्सोजीनस पैथोजेनिक फैक्टर्स हैं वो इन्फ्लुएंस करते हैं, राइट, एंड दे आर एक्यूट ऑफ शॉर्ट ड्यूरेशन एंड इजीली ट्रीटेड। जबकि जो इंटीरियर कंडीशंस हैं दे कैन बी बिकॉज ऑफ टू रीजंस। वन बिकॉज ऑफ कि आपके जो नॉर्मल इमोशनल फैक्टर्स हैं जिसमें आपका जॉय, हैप्पीनेस, वरी, एंगर, फियर, फ्राइट, मेलंखोली, थिंकिंग, ऑल दीज जो हमारे 7 इंट्रिंसिक फैक्टर्स हैं, इमोशंस हैं, जो अगर फ्लो में रहे तो इमोशंस हैं, अगर आउट ऑफ बैलेंस हो जाएंगे तो क्या होगा? वी ऑल नो कि दैट जॉय इज द एनिमी ऑफ हार्ट, right? Fear is the enemy of kidney, right? So all those things, I will not go in detail. So एक तो उनकी वजह से जो कंडीशन आएगी that will be interior, और secondly क्या होगा? When exogenous pathogenic factors if not treated appropriately in time they will penetrate deep और आपका जो organic या visceral function है उसको impair करेंगे, तो then it will become an interior condition. उस सूरत में आपकी जो पल्स है वो डीप होगी, सुपरफिशियल नहीं होगी, राइट? और उसमें कुछ साथ अगर कुछ और कंडीशंस होंगी तो हम डायग्नोज कर सकते हैं कि एक्चुअली क्या है, राइट? इफ इट्स डीप, कि हमें सिर्फ डीप लेवल पे फील हो रही है और उसके साथ साथ रैपिड है, इट्स मोर देन 90 बीट्स पर सेकेंड, इट विल इंडिकेट इंटरनल हीट, ठीक है? इफ इट्स deep plus slow, it will indicate internal cold. If it's deep and slippery, it will indicate internal dampness or phlegm. And if it's deep and empty, it will indicate deficiency of qi and yang. Heat को हम किससे relate करते हैं? Either it's liver heat और हार्ट गोइंग इनटू एक्सेस, राइट? तो सो दो चीजों पे फोकस करना है, ठीक है? कि अगर आपको डीप मिलती है पल्स, वन वुड बी द फर्स्ट थिंग शुड बी इमोशनल अपसेट, लिवर ची स्टैग्नेशन, और जब लिवर ची स्टैग्नेट करेगी तो वो टर्बुलेंस प्रोड्यूस करेगी, हीट जनरेट होगी और वो अपवर्ड जाएगी, हार्ट को इफेक्ट करेगी, मेंटल फंक्शंस को इफेक्ट करेगी, ऑल दोज थिंग्स. इफ it's slow, it's internal cold, and internal cold is usually क्या है? आपका अपर जो लंग्स, ठीक है? जिसको हम आम में फिक्सेट करी वायरल निमोनिया और एनी प्रोलॉन्ग्ड कंडीशन, राइट? So usually it's because of the involvement of lungs in chronic condition, right? Then slippery is dampness. Dampness को हम किससे रिलेट करते हैं? स्प्लीन के साथ, बिकॉज स्प्लीन इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर मेंटेनिंग ड्राइनेस, राइट? और इफ स्प्लीन इज वीक और ड्यू टू, जैसे आजकल का वेदर है, कोल्ड भी है, डैम्प भी है, और यू आर नॉट वेल प्रोटेक्टेड, और तो क्या है कि आपका जो स्प्लीन है वो इफेक्ट होगा, एंड देन योर पल्स कैन बी डीप एंड स्लिपरी. And empty will be when your stomach is involved, because stomach is the gateway of energy, gateway of chi, is the gateway of yang, right? So by depth, दो conditions हैं, one is floating, other is sinking. Then by frequency अगर हम बात करें तो slow and rapid. Slow को हम define करते हैं less than 4 beats per second और less than 60 beats per minute, right? तो जब आप काउंट करेंगे तो if beats are less than 60 and the person is not an international super fit athlete, that will indicate a deficient condition. और उसके साथ अगर ये दो चीजें हैं, और ये किसको इंडिकेट करेगा? कोल्ड कंडीशन को, एक्सोजीनस कोल्ड को, राइट? और इसके साथ अगर फ्लोटिंग है, स्लो एंड फ्लोटिंग, एक तो बीट्स आपकी 60 पर मिनट से कम है, सेकेंडली आपको सुपरफिशियली अच्छी फील हो रही है, डीप अच्छा नहीं फील हो रहा, तो दिस इज एक्सटीरियर विंड कोल्ड. आजकल ये टिपिकल आपको पेशेंट प्रेजेंट करते हैं, राइट? और इसके साथ साथ अगर स्लो है और सिंकिंग है या एम्प्टी है तो दैट इज यांग डेफिशिएंसी. अगेन इस कंडीशन में जो हिस्ट्री है वो फ्यू डेज की होगी और इट कुड बी कपल ऑफ वीक्स. बहुत ज्यादा प्रोलॉन्ग्ड हिस्ट्री नहीं होगी क्योंकि अभी एक्यूट फेज में है. बॉडी का जो वे ची है वो एग्जॉस्ट नहीं हुई है, जस्ट उसमें कंप्रोमाइज कर रही है. राइट. देन फोर्थ कंडीशन इज रैपिड. रैपिड मीन्स more than 5 beats per second or more than 90 beats per minute. Per breath, sorry, not second, per breath. More than 90 beats per minute. So, what will it indicate in general? It will indicate hot condition or heat as a pathogenic factor, right? If this is rapid plus floating, this is external wind heat. If it's rapid but sinking, ठीक है. फ्लोटिंग समझ में आया ना कि सुपरफिशियल फील होती है, अच्छी डीप फील नहीं होती. और जो सिंकिंग है दैट इज फेल्ट बेटर ऑन द डीप, या जब हम ज्यादा प्रेशर देंगे, जबकि सुपरफिशियली वो इतना अच्छा फील नहीं होता. तो दैट विल इंडिकेट इंटरनल हीट. जो रैपिड प्लस फ्लोटिंग acute condition, external condition, rapid plus sinking, chronic condition, आपका जो इंटरनल विसरा है या आपके जो सिस्टम्स हैं वो इन्वॉल्व हो गए हैं, इजी टू ट्रीट है. जो अगर रैपिड प्लस सिंकिंग है, और जो रैपिड प्लस सिंकिंग है दैट विल टेक मोर टाइम टू बी ट्रीटेड. तीसरी कंडीशन है कि रैपिड भी है और साथ प्लस इट्स फुल. So that will indicate excess of heat. This can be both external heat influence कर रही है और plus internal heat जो है emotions की वजह से या worries की वजह से whatever के heart और liver आपके involve होंगे. And if it's rapid plus empty, this is important, very very important कि आपको patient आता है, it could be any age group, you feel कि उसको tachycardia है, उसकी जो pulse है is more than 90 or more than 100, और प्लस आप उसको फील करते हैं, superficially फील करते हैं, when you press it deep it's just like it goes away. What will that indicate? Any ideas, anyone? So we'll discuss this in the end. ये मैं आपसे सुनना चाहूंगा कि जी ये जो एम्प्टी हीट की कंडीशन है ये जनरली किस तरह के पेशेंट्स हैं, राइट? तो सो दीज 4 इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स ऑफ पल्स अगर हमें पता है, वी कैन डायग्नोज मोर देन 90% ऑफ द कंडीशंस कंफर्टेबली, और यहाँ हमें क्लू मिल जाएगा. फर्स्ट इज फ्लोटिंग, कि जी सुपरफिशियली अच्छा फील होता है, और जब आप डीप प्रेस करते हैं तो आपको उतना अच्छा, उतना क्लियर फील नहीं होता. ये इंडिकेटिव है किसका, कि जी एक्सटर्नल कंडीशन है, राइट? देन सेकंड इज सिंकिंग और डीप पल्स. दिस इज नॉट फेल्ट वेरी गुड एट द सुपरफिशियल लेवल, बट इट्स फेल्ट गुड एट द डीप लेवल. व्हाट विल इट इंडिकेट? ये इंडिकेट करेगा दिस इज एन इंटीरियर कंडीशन, और उसकी 2 रीजंस मैंने बताई, या तो आपके इमोशन या जो आपके इंटरनल पैथोजेनिक फैक्टर्स हैं वो इफेक्ट कर रहे हैं आपके विसरा के फंक्शन को, या सेकेंडली एक्सोजीनस फैक्टर जो है वो इतने डीप पेनिट्रेट कर गए हैं कि उन्होंने विसरल डिसफंक्शन कॉज किया है. देन ये थी आपकी डेप्थ पे. फ्रीक्वेंसी वाइज भी 2, 1 इज स्लो टैकीकार्डिया मोर देन 4 breaths per breath, or more than less than 4 breaths per breath, or less than 60 beats per minute, right? This is cold condition, again deficiency condition. If rapid है आपको, sorry that was bradycardia, the rapid is tachycardia, जब beats आपकी more than 5 beats per breath, normally it's 16 to 80 breaths a minute, so it's more than 90 beats per minute, or that will be an excess condition. Only one condition would be pseudo excess. That I would listen from all of you कि वो pseudo excess किस ऑर्गन में और किस तरह से इफेक्ट करती है, एंड दिस इज अ ग्रेव कंडीशन. देन फर्दर, अब इनको इतनी डिटेल में यू कैन गो थ्रू द लिटरेचर, यू कैन गो थ्रू द स्लिपरी पल्स होती है, ये इंडिकेट करती है डैम्पनेस को, रिटेंशन ऑफ फूड, कि अगर आप रात को लेट नाइट खाना खाएं, रूटीन में सो जाएं, उसके बाद वॉक नहीं करें, तो आपकी जो स्लिपरी पल्स है, या वैसे किसी ने बहुत तगड़ा नाश्ता किया है, 2 पराठे खाए हैं, समथिंग लाइक दिस, और उसके बाद भी आप पल्स लेंगे तो थोड़ी सी स्लिपरी फील होगी, राइट. देन टाइट मींस एक्सेस ऑफ कोल्ड. देखिए व्हाट कोल्ड डज, कोल्ड यूजुअली कॉजेज श्रिंकेज. तो जब आपकी वेसल्स वो श्रिंक करेंगी तो आपकी जो पल्स होगी दैट वुड बी टाइट. सो टाइट मींस कोल्ड, राइट. वायरी, जैसे मैंने पहले कहा कि जी आपको लेफ्ट हैंड पे सेकंड पोजीशन पे यू ऑलवेज लुक फॉर दिस पल्स, और आने वाले कपल ऑफ मंथ्स में इफ यू palpate yourself, your family member, your patient, you will learn कि जी जो वायरी पल्स है वो किस तरह से. इट्स जस्ट लाइक कि जी आप वायर्ड स्ट्रिंग को हाथ के दरमियान से पुल कर रहे हैं. इट्स गोज लाइक दिस, वायर लाइक. देन बाय डेप्थ, बिग इज ओवरफ्लोइंग, एक्सेस, दिस इज जब स्टमक जो है या एक्सेस हीट है, उसमें इंटेस्टाइन्स में एक्सेस हीट है, तो उसकी वजह से थिन या थ्रेडी है, दैट इज ब्लड और ची डेफिशिएंसी. बाय स्ट्रेंथ इट कुड बी एम्प्टी, मींस के डेफिशिएंस के जी के स्ट्रांग नहीं है, डिसअपीयर हो जाती है स्लाइड प्रेशर के साथ. अगेन ब्लड एंड ची डेफिशिएंसी. फुल होगी कि जी वाइड एंड स्ट्रांग, फेल्ट विद स्ट्रेंथ एट ऑल लेवल्स के जी, और ये नीचे जाके भी वीक नहीं होती, दिस इज फुल पल्स. और अगेन दिस इज एन एक्सेस कंडीशन, ऑफन एक्सेस ऑफ heat with rebellious chi. Then by length it could be short, it could be long. By rhythm it could be hurried, it could be intermittent, it could be knotted. By rhythm says hurried means it's like कि रैपिड है, लेकिन एक डेफिनेटिव नंबर ऑफ बीट्स के बाद वो कुछ बीट्स मिस करती है, राइट, जिसको हम कहते हैं रेगुलरली इरेगुलर. दिस इज हीट एजिटेटिंग ची एंड ब्लड, राइट. देन इंटरमिटेंट है, इसमें भी अगेन ऑलमोस्ट दिस इज द सेम कि रेगुलरली इरेगुलर पल्स है. दिस इज हार्ट डिसहार्मनी, दिस इज अ पैथोलॉजिकल कंडीशन, दिस इज अ फिजियोलॉजिकल कंडीशन. नॉटेड इज रेगुलरली इरेगुलर, कि जी एक बीट के बाद भी मिस कर सकती है, 10 बीट के बाद भी मिस कर सकती है. अगेन दिस कुड बी कोल्ड और दिस कुड बी severe heart condition as well. So I've given a brief overview, so that will help us. That pulse, just a brief overview in a couple of minutes, that 3 basic positions. First of all, the position is that you need to have a small cushion, or you can put your wrist under the hand and it should be relaxed like this, right? It always should be relaxed. आपने ये किया हुआ है, या just like this, no, you will not feel like this. You have to keep it very relaxed, right? Then we'll put our middle finger on the styloid process, index finger, and so this is the 3 positions, right? So we'll feel superficially, we'll feel with mid pressure, and then with the full pressure. Then if we have to, that this will give us an overall idea that if it is felt in all the 9 positions, this is a normal healthy pulse. We can count the rhythm, that is 70, 80, 90, 60, whatever it is. Then for each organ we have to do like this. If we want to, on the left side is heart and small intestine, we'll pick up these 2 fingers, right? So जो आपके ग्वान और ची पे हैं उनको उठा लिया, and you will feel कि superficially हमें क्या feel होना चाहिए जी, heart and small intestine के function. हम तो so small intestine is the food organ, तो so very superficial would be function of small intestine. Then middle और low पे हमें heart का function पता चलेगा. Similarly liver, Similarly, here left side पे हम क्या करेंगे? Kidney and bladder, right? तो इसी तरह opposite side पे आप हाथ को comfortably रख के styloid process, middle finger and so then you can go through के जी कि जो 4 basic हमने कहा था floating, sinking, then rapid and slow. So these 4 और बाकी जो चीजें हैं you can focus on later on. If there is any question, you can ask me. So we can go to the next topic, that is the tongue diagnosis. Any questions? Dr. Chetna, are there any questions? So no questions. Should we move forward?
Yeah, I have a question here.
Any question, kindly just raise the hand.
I did
Dr.
that.
Kalra wants to ask.
Yeah, doctor.
The way I learned, I believe there are 28 different qualities of pulses.
Definitely.
Okay.
But
Good. It was a very good lecture you have given about pulses. The question comes is, you are specializes in pain management, basically.
yes,
If a patient comes to you with a head pain, are you going to take the pulses? Are you going to check it and take the history? What did you do? And when it happened? And then you start treating. Are you take the pulses?
I mean, history is the first thing, right? Then first it's the history, then it's the examination, right?
Yes.
So it's history, examination, and examination involves observation. We observe the patient, how is he behaving, whether he's irritated, all those things. So those standard, I would say, SOPs have to be followed everywhere, whether I'm planning some nerve block or whether I'm planning his acupuncture or I'm doing some spine surgery, whatever the condition is, I have to be very sure whatever I'm planning, it should be accurate. And that accuracy will come if I give appropriate time. Right? I always check the pulse, I always examine the tongue, I always examine the ear, then I ask the patient to lie down, then I do the physical examination, then I decide what I have to do. And then...
So in every patient, you're going to take the pulses?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, when I came back from China in early 2000, trust me, my reputation in my area was that this person doesn't ask anything, asks you to open the mouth, takes the pulse and tell you this, right? But with time, I know that you need to involve the patient, ask the patient what are the problems, give him some confidence, then examine everything.
Yeah, but there are also few points you can press and you can get exactly the same results. You don't have to take the pulses. And it is one of the difficult things to learn from a book. I mean, I have been to China many times and I tried to learn this pulse diagnosis, but it's very difficult. I was one place called Nani once. I've been there a few times. They were developing a machine to take the pulses. But the problem came up, who's going to calibrate it?
Yes. So let me I don't disagree. But the thing is, how will you choose the points? Whether you will stimulate with your finger pressure, or you will prick the needle, or you will stimulate with the laser, right? We need to have an idea, right? And these tools, including pulse, including tongue, including ears, I will never ask my audience or my students to learn all the 28 types. That is the reason I've kept my lecture to these 4 basic types. If we know what is floating pulse is, what sinking pulse is, what rapid pulse is, what slow pulse is, right? And then the positions we know, that this is for heart and small intestine, this is for liver and gallbladder. This will give us an idea. right? And then examining the tongue will come how we examine, then examining the ear. That will give you a lot of clue. And especially in our parts of the world, in Indian subcontinent, what our practitioners are doing, especially of Western medicine, patient goes to them, they don't listen and advise investigation, get an MRI done, get an X-ray done, blah, blah, blah. Thousands of rupees, whether patient can afford that or can't afford that. If myself giving couple of minutes on pulse and tongue and I can save his thousands of rupees, I think this is a lot of benefit.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. I'm not saying that. I have done even in Ludhiana. Patient came to me and they told me, I have got a low back pain, L4, L5. I checked with my hands and I said, no, you have L4, L5, L5S1. And then one of the students read the report and said, that's correct. So what I'm trying to say is, you can examine with your hands and you can tell what's wrong.
I mean, all those things you can add on with your experience, right? So
Yes.
palpation and even, I mean, just giving, I will go one step ahead as I'm doing spine in my life. I mean, just asking what the patterns are of the referred pain or the radicular pain. If the pain is being referred along the lateral aspect of the leg, this is L4. If the pain is being referred along the posterior aspect of the leg, it's L5, right? And then sometimes it's not the discogenic pain. It's not the discogenic pain. We have a term called pseudosciatica. That means sciatic nerve compression other than the disc itself. And there are so many pathologies that mimic its L5 disc, or its L1 disc, or its L2 disc. And the other thing is, Dr. Kalra, is that MRI is just 60% specific. If I take MRIs, I advise MRIs of 100 normal people, will get 40% with this pathology and they don't have any problem. Do we need to take the MRI? No. Similarly, 100 patients with severe pain, if I advise MRI, 40% will have no discogenic involvement. So that is where that other things, cluneal nerves, SI joint, piriformis, so all those things. These things come with experience. Everybody is not as experienced as you are or myself is. So there are many people who are beginners. So they need to know these 4 basic qualities of the pulse, and similarly tongue diagnosis. That is my point.
Sure. Agree.
Right?
Yes.
Any other questions, sir?
No, I'm fine. That's fine.
Thank you. Any other question, Dr. Chetna?
No, sir. Thank you. And please, all the delegates, mute your.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Next
Thanks a
is-
lot. Yeah.
Thank you. Next is tongue diagnosis.